What if you could grow food in soil that looks completely dead? No fertilizer, no rich compost, just sand and one forgotten method. This technique can turn lifeless ground into something that actually grows food. So why isn't everyone using it? Imagine a world of endless sand. But now, look closer. In the middle of desolation, something impossible is happening. A flash of vibrant green. A vast, silent expanse of golden dust stretching to a horizon blurred by heat. The sun beats down without mercy. Wind whispers across the dunes, carrying only grit and emptiness. Nothing grows here, nothing lives here. It is a portrait of an earth that has given up, where life has lost its foothold and surrendered to the elements. This is the image of desertification, a slow, creeping death claiming fertile land, a stark reminder of our planet's fragility. How can life emerge from death? How can a desert be turned into a garden? The problem begins with the very ground beneath our feet. Soil is not just dirt, it is a living, breathing ecosystem, a complex community of billions of microorganisms, fungi, insects. This hidden world is the true engine of life on land. These tiny engineers break down organic matter, creating the rich, dark humus that holds water like a sponge and provides essential nutrients for plants. A handful of healthy soil contains more living organisms than there are people on our entire planet. It is a universe of activity, a delicate and intricate web of cooperation that sustains all terrestrial life, including our own. For generations, we have treated this living skin as an inert medium. We have plowed it, compacted it with heavy machinery, and drenched it in chemical fertilizers. These practices, while yielding short-term gains, have systematically dismantled the soil's natural architecture. Fertilizers feed the plant directly, but starve the microbial life that builds structure. Without biology, the soil's ability to hold water and nutrients diminishes. It becomes dense, lifeless, vulnerable. The complex community that once thrived is gone. When the rains come, the water no longer soaks in. It runs across the surface, carrying away precious topsoil. The land bleeds its lifeblood into rivers and oceans. When the winds blow, vast dust storms travel for thousands of miles. What remains is sand, rock, the skeleton of a once fertile landscape. This process is not distant. It is happening now, turning vibrant ecosystems into barren wastelands. Long before modern agriculture, our ancestors understood partnership with the earth. They observed the forest floor, fallen leaves, branches, dead trees, creating a deep, spongy humus. Nothing is wasted. Every fallen log, every shed leaf becomes the foundation for new life. The forest feeds itself, building its own fertility year after year, a self-sustaining system. Inspired by this, ancient cultures developed a method that mimicked the forest floor. They made fertility from materials at hand. They dug trenches or built beds, not with soil, but with layers of organic matter. A base of rotting wood, then smaller branches, green plant waste, and compost. A slow-release compost pile, buried, a treasure of nutrients and moisture. This was foresight. They were investing in the future, not just one season. Wood acted like sponges, holding rainwater deep, protecting it from evaporation. That reservoir sustained plants through drought. As wood broke down over years, it fed soil life and crops. A cornerstone of sustainable agriculture, wisdom based on observation, patience, cooperation with nature. With the industrial age and easy manufactured fertility, the old way was abandoned, too slow, too labor-intensive. The art of building soil was replaced by applying chemicals. The solution was forgotten, buried like the wood itself. The process of rebuilding begins with wood. Create a foundation, a buried reservoir of potential. Place the largest, most durable organic matter, old logs, thick branches, untreated scraps. This is scavenging. seeing value in what others discard. This woody layer is the heart of longevity. Over time, it serves a dual purpose. First, water retention. Wood is incredibly porous. Buried logs soak up and lock water deep in the bed. In sand that drains instantly, this is revolutionary. A subterranean reservoir, hidden moisture roots can tap during the hottest days. Irrigation drops dramatically. Second, food for fungi. Mycelium, the primary decomposers of wood, colonize the logs, breaking down lignin and cellulose over 5, 10, 20 years, slowly releasing nutrients. They feed the entire soil ecosystem. The wood changes the ground, introducing structure and stability, creating air pockets and root channels. It kickstarts a slow engine that fuels the bed for decades. By burying wood, you install permanent infrastructure, the foundation of a self-sustaining, resilient living system, right in the heart of the desert. Once the woody foundation is in place, the next step is a different kind of fuel, the layer of green. Fast-burning energy that will ignite the system and bring it to life. On top of the logs and branches, pile nitrogen-rich materials, grass clippings, freshly pulled weeds, vegetable scraps, clippings from pruned bushes. Lay it on thick, a generous blanket covering the wood entirely. This green layer is the primary food for bacteria, while fungi work slowly on the carbon-rich wood below. Bacteria multiply rapidly, generating heat. The core becomes a slow-cooking compost pile, releasing a first wave of nutrients. Brown wood for slow-release structure, green material for immediate heat and quick-release nutrients, the perfect partnership just like the forest. Greens settle into gaps, helping the bed compact just enough for good contact. It is the igniter, the spark that turns debris into a dynamic living system. With wood and greens in place, add finished compost, the immediate planting medium. Dark, crumbly, teeming with life, the very microbes we need to reestablish in sand. This layer acts as a vital inoculant, seeding bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes. It offers a stable, nutrient-rich home for delicate roots to take hold quickly. Finally, cap the bed with topsoil, often native sand mixed with compost in deserts, to shield the layers below. It creates a stable surface for planting and watering. Over time, organisms multiply, organic matter breaks down, and the surface darkens and holds water better. A root gradient forms, fine roots in compost and topsoil, stronger roots reaching the water reservoir in decaying wood. Plants get a quick start and long-term security, self-watering, self-fertilizing architecture, a method we call hugelkultur. In the days and weeks after planting, a quiet transformation begins. The green layer raises internal temperature, creating a hospitable environment even in cooler weather. Bottom-up warmth encourages rapid root growth, a powerful head start. The most dramatic effect, water efficiency. While a conventional sandy plot needs daily watering, the bed remains moist. Buried wood, saturated by rain, acts as a time-release capsule. Moisture wicks up to root zones, sustaining plants through dry spells. The surface may look dry, but just below it is cool and damp. Over years, wood and greens become rich, stable humus. The mound settles as it transforms into nutrient-dense soil. Nutrients migrate upward. Earthworms and allies arrive. The bed is not a container, it is a soil-making machine. It breathes, it holds water, it cycles nutrients, it supports life above and below. Plants grown here are more resilient, less prone to pests and disease, supported by a complete ecosystem. The awakening is complete, life woven into the sand, a permanent oasis of fertility. This method does not just improve soil, it transforms how it behaves. Water stays longer, roots grow deeper, plants become more resilient. As farming scaled up, quick solutions replaced long-term ones. Fertilizers offered immediacy while slower, natural methods were left behind. But as soil degrades, the question becomes harder to ignore. Did we replace something that actually worked better? For decades, hugelkultur remained a niche, known to a handful of permaculture enthusiasts and natural gardeners. Large-scale agriculture, focused on mechanization and chemicals, had little time for digging trenches and burying logs. Impractical, inefficient. Ancient wisdom was overshadowed by the temporary power of the fertilizer bag. But as consequences mount, dying soils, increasing droughts, polluted waterways, a new generation searches for alternatives. They are rediscovering the profound elegance of hugelkultur. From arid backyards to small farms restoring degraded land, the technique is in renaissance. Its principles adapt to countless climates and contexts. Accessible, no special equipment, no expensive products. Ingredients: rotting wood, fallen leaves, grass clippings, often seen as waste become treasure. Communities create fertility with local resources, free from constant external inputs. Considerations: avoid allelopathic woods like black walnut. Initial construction is labor, 1 day of work for a decade of reward. This revival is not a trend, it is a shift from depletion to regeneration. A move toward rebuilding what sustains us. We stand at a critical juncture. We stand at a critical juncture. We can continue depletion, mining soil until it is exhausted, leaving a legacy of dust, or choose a different path. We can choose to become restorers, to participate in renewal. Hugelkultur proves that even the most barren places can be rebuilt. A desert can, with patience and understanding, become a garden. The solution is not adding more, but rebuilding what is missing. Not a new chemical or a bigger machine. It is re-establishing living systems that create fertility naturally. By layering wood, layering greens, layering compost, we are not just feeding plants, we are creating habitat for microscopic allies. We restart a process our modern practices interrupted. We return a gift to the earth and receive abundance. This power rests with ordinary people, anyone with a small patch, willingness to work, and desire to see life flourish. Stop seeing branches and leaves as a nuisance. See building blocks of creation. Find a corner, build one bed, plant, and observe. Sometimes the most powerful changes come not from adding more, but from rebuilding what was already there.